Winter's icy bite has been felt across the country this week, of course, driving people inside. And of course, there's nothing quite like curling up under a blanket with a good book and a cuppa. A cuppa what is up for debate. Bookworm Andrea van Wyk has been holding up in her pyjamas and has more on the hottest reads.
Brrr, it's cold out here. Let's go inside and I'll tell you about two great books that you should be reading. If you're an IEB student, you might recognize this name. Local writer Craig Higginson's The Dream House is a matric set work for English this year. Now, the author has a new book out, The Book of Gifts. It can be described as a coming-of-age story meets whodunit. We begin in Salonga Rocks, where 11-year-old Julian is on holiday with his family. He meets 13-year-old Claire and falls in love for the first time. We then move to the future after Julian is discovered at the bottom of a bell tower at his school. Was he pushed or did he jump?
So the novel is structured a little bit like a murder mystery because it then goes backwards in time, where we try and find out what caused this event, what might have been a trigger for this action. So it's structured like a murder mystery, and it goes between the lives of his mom, his aunt, and his uncle. And it's narrated from different points of view, so each time you get a slightly more complex view of not only what might have happened.
Craig says all of his adult characters are running away from reality.
So there's Andrew, who's a psychologist, psychotherapist, and he kind of finds refuge in his patients and lives vicariously through them. Jennifer drinks heavily, and I think she tries to find escape from her pain in alcohol. And Emma, who's a sculptor, who's Julian's mom, she finds refuge in art. In creating sculpture and escaping from the world through art. And by the end, all those characters have to sort of try and confront the things they've been running away from.
The next book is one that's perfect for hibernating in bed with some fuzzy friends. Say hello, cow. Cow, say hello. He's a little camera shy. Anyway, Hilary Mantel's The Mirror and the Light is 883 pages long, so it will keep you busy for quite some time. But don't be put off by its size. This book will hold and keep your attention throughout. It's historical fiction about Thomas Cromwell, the man who was King Henry VIII's top man during Henry's reign in the early to mid-1500s. In fact, Thomas, who was a commoner, was so powerful, many said he was the one ruling England. And jealousy makes you nasty. This was a time full of intrigue, treachery and murder. Now Henry had 6 wives, one of whom was Anne Boleyn. She was famously beheaded, ostensibly because she was having affairs, but really because she couldn't give Henry a male heir. The Mirror and the Light is informative, riveting and thrilling. Now I'm off to my next book. Stay warm and stay safe. Andrea van Wyk, my bed, Johannesburg.